Sounds legit. I was going to try and draw it right now, actually, so I realized I couldn't, so I decided to draw this. I don't know what it is.
It's a bunch of very mixed emotion boxes.
Exactly. Inside a giant box. Okay, I'm done with that. That's just... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I accidentally hit save on that image. Whoops. No. Let's not save that. Okay.
Hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great image of DJ with his waifu. Who's my waifu?
Apparently your waifu is the box.
Which one was unhappy? Was my waifu unhappy? Because I think my waifu would be smiling more than I was after I got done with her. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! PG. Come on, DJ. God. Take it down. No need to share your personal life.
Interesting. Interesting statement, but yes. Okay, so, yeah, you proceed to head back and, um, yeah, you proceed, wait, yeah, I assume you're gonna head back to Doyle and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm heading back to Doyle.
Okay,
Sent the guy ahead of me, checked out the ramp, got an idea of where it's at. Heading back down to Doyle.
yeah. Alright, so you proceed back, and obviously the whole hallway thing hasn't really done anything, so it's still as it was, and you get back, and
Oh,
it,
real quick.
huh? Yeah.
Before, once I get past that tripwire, I want to turn around and cut it and see what happens. I want to activate it and then like try and move backwards so that I don't get like horribly murdered by it.
Well, alright then. Um, let's see. You activate the tripwire from a safe distance, and then back up a bit to make sure, that, it doesn't, like, do anything terrible. And, yes, in that section of the, cave, like, it, right over the, tripwire, it basically hit the tripwire, and there, like, starts a loud rumbling. And directly above where the wire was, there's a bunch of rocks, that, fall down, causing, sort of a, mini cave-in. You're kind of surprised about the amount of rocks, and, they almost block the passageway. It's
As
quite
I
expensive.
expected.
Yeah.
Well, now, at the very least, anyone who tries to come through here is going to have a hard time getting over those rocks.
It just makes sense, I suppose.
So, fuck them.
Yep.
Also, hey, Dave.
Yeah, hey, Dave. Why? I'm surprised to see you here. I don't really know why. I assume because tabletop doesn't really sound like it's your thing. Not to be racist or anything.
Night Striker, all I can tell you about how big the rocks are the rocks aren't as big as mine. Ho! Whoa! Hey! Again! Back into it.
God damn it.
So, has Doyle murdered the guy that came out yet?
You go to the thing, and I'm not sure if you actually expected Doyle to be super twitchy or not, but the guy was kind of like tied up and stuff. I'm
Yeah, no, I
still
didn't
assuming
expect
it's
him
like-
to. Not really,
Yeah, okay. So yeah. Doyle didn't like stab the guy. You know, at yeah, at the most, like, I'm going to say, I don't know. I'll say Doyle might be like, he might be. I'll say slightly twitchy. He kind of like bapped the guy with the like blunt end of his spear, like not super hard, but you kind of see a small bruise. But yeah, I didn't like stab him or anything.
boss. All right. So I will emerge out victorious, dust my armor off, and do a hero's pose. Because I'm a hero, and I will say, Doyle, take this man to the dungeon.
Doyle will nod and be like, and will be like, yes, sir, and take the guy to the dungeon. I
Yep.
guess.
I'm going to smack the button to reclose the doorway.
Okay. Yep, the doorway closes behind you.
Just realized I left my lantern in there. Gonna have to go get that later.
Wait, you left your lantern in there?
When I tied the dude up, I put my lantern on the floor in the room, and I never bothered to pick it back up.
Oh.
Can we pretend that once it got dark in the hallway, I would have realized, oh, I forgot my lantern?
Yeah, we can pretend that.
Okay.
I didn't even remember that you left it behind, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have said anything.
All right. I'll grab my rope and flick it about so that the the thingy, the grappling gun comes undone.
Grappling. Yeah, I see.
Coil it back up, attach it to my backpack and everything.
Right.
And then I am going to exit out of the treasury, and I am going to seek audience with the king, the Baron.
Yeah. I figured that'd be kind of a random step, being like, I demand audience with the king.
Get me a boat so I can go to the king. He needs to know about this. Don't ask me why.
But yeah, I mean, you still, obviously it hasn't even been that long, so you still have free reign of the castle, so you just go in to, talk to the Baron.
Yep. So I walk up, I salute. I'm like, what's the guy's name again? Greycastle?
Let's see, that is his last name. He is Alexander Greycastle.
Yes, so I'll salute. I'll be like, Sir Greycastle, I have news of your situation with the treasury.
Greycastle's like, very good. What is your news?
I fixed it. For the most part. I have apprehended the main culprit, and I have mostly fixed the way he got in. There are some minor things that have to be, handled, but job done. Mostly.
Interesting, but he'll be like, well, very good then. So will you be, you say mostly, will you be doing a follow-up investigation? So
I request permission to pursue a follow-up investigation in a individual who I believe may be behind this. And as for fixing the passageway in, that's something I can't do. You're gonna have to get an architect for that shit. I don't know how to do that. I'll tell him about how the passageway, how it works and everything, and how I sealed it with rocks, but it could still be moved over. So he's gonna need someone to brick up the ramp. I'm gonna tell him where it's at and everything. And then what's the Bandit King dude's name?
The Bandit King dude's name is... keep this just more open. The Bandit King is Jason Fodell.
How do you spell that? I'm gonna type it out.
Okay. Let's see. Oops.
Like paste it into Skype or something.
Yeah. Can I not undo that?
Control Z, bitch. Or
Z.
Control Y.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's fine. I remember how to spell that anyways, yeah. Copy, and, paste, there we go.
Oh, cool, I got it right.
And the throne room isn't flooded with water now.
Wonderful.
I don't know who gave you that impression.
There may be problems if it was. Yeah, so, Sir Grey Castle, I require, and I ask your permission to access the uh, the barony records because I need to investigate into one Jason Fodel.
The Baron, oh, of course, as response to your earlier thing, before we talk about the Jason Fidel thing, he'll be like, a passageway in the treasury. That is quite interesting. I wasn't aware that such a thing existed. But yes, we will be sure to send down some architects to have a proper look at it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell them how they opened it from the inside so they can get rid of the buttons and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then yes, I need to, and I'm also going to suggest that Sir Baron Man puts a warrant out on Jason Fodel. A kind of arrest on sight, motherfucker, but we don't know what he looks like, so not very ideal that, but you know, I'll try and get a picture at some point, maybe in the records of a painting of him if he's famous or something.
Yeah, he nods and he's like, yes, you can of course have a look at the castle records as well as we will put out an arrest warrant on Jason Fodel. If anyone's heard of this man, they will be thoroughly questioned.
Wonderful. Oh, and the dude that stole the money, he's like in the dungeon. So if you want to, do whatever with him. Speaking
of thoroughly questioned, yes, we will question him and punishment will be pending.
Yes. All right.
I haven't written the exact rules for what stealing from the Baron is, but yeah.
Yeah, I think this is probably before Eye for an Eye came into effect, so probably death.
Probably death. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. So I will salute Mr. Baron Bro, go on my way. Oh no, actually, before I go. I want to ask the Baron Bro where the captain of the guard is. I need to talk to him.
The captain of the guard. He asks him a question he thinks about, and he's like, "Yes, this time of day, the captain of the guard should be in the barracks. Just about to train some recruits."
Wonderful. I'm gonna head over there. Hello, new people that just entered.
Yes. Hello everyone that entered, and, welcome to the stream. And, speaking of new people, you go, you proceed to the barracks, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you proceed to the barracks, and, well, it's obviously haven't started, you can see, the new recruits being, sized for armor and kind of, heading into the building and stuff.
Okay. I will ignore them, and I will search for the captain of the guard. Actually, if he's not readily in sight, I'm gonna, smack the nearest person on the back, nearest group, be like, hey, where's the captain?
Let's see. Well, I actually believe that, you know the, you were obviously in the... So you directly know what the captain looks like. So yeah, it doesn't take you very long to, think out where he would be in the building and, go and find him, and he looks just as you remember him, which is I'll say he's probably middle age, which means for this time he's kind of on the older side. He's not like an old man like the king is, but he's certainly seen his battles and been around for quite a while.
All right. I'm going to salute him. I figure he's high enough rank to warrant saluting, even though I'm a knight. I imagine captain of the guard's probably technically a knight in some way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Salute him and everything. Do I know his name?
Let's see. I'm trying to find a last name, but his First name is let's see. His first name is Arthur.
All right.
I'll probably figure it out.
That's probably all I need. I imagine we're on a first name basis at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so that's fine. Captain's name is Arthur something.
Yes.
Arthur,
Greetings, Arthur.
Arthur
What?
Reynolds. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care about his last name.
Yeah.
His last name's just Scrub. Greetings, Arthur. I have come here to put in a good word about one of your guards who assisted me in my investigation. One Sir Doyle. I stole him away from his post. I made sure it was an unimportant one, but I think he deserves some kind of reward for his valorous work in catching the scoundrel who stole countless money from the treasury.
He, just looks a bit surprised. Doyle, eh? Yes, I remember that boy. He wasn't bad, but a bit unattentive and not the strongest of my group. You say he managed to help you. You say he managed to help solve a major problem like that, eh? Sure.
Yes.
Indeed. I will be sure to call him in and give him a proper reward. Perhaps a promotion is in order. I'll look at his record and see if I'll reevaluate him basically.
I'm
See
going
if I
to
think
come.
he's ready.
I'm gonna come back at like level 20 to this town, and Doyle's gonna be the new captain of the guard. That's gonna be bad.
Be legit.
All right. I'll dismiss myself. I have shit to do. What time of day is it?
Let's see. After your adventures, so far I'd say it's around noon.
All right. So that whole I have something very important. It's, people stealing money. It took about maybe 2 hours. Solve that shit in like 2-3 hours.
Well, I was thinking closer to like 4, because the messenger got you like right as you were gonna leave.
Oh yeah, well, all right, fine. 4, whatever. So I didn't hit my goal of 2. Whatever, I got close. Probably still beat the world record of solving a grand heist of a castle.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So I'm gonna head to the castle information place.
Right.
And I'm going to find someone in charge of that place, because I'm not looking through all these books myself.
Sounds good. Also, indeed, that'd be quite a twist. It turns out that the new parent doesn't become king, just like Doyle. We come back at like level 20, Doyle's like king.
Boss. You're like, Doyle, how'd you manage that? He's like, I don't fucking know. Shit just happened. I'm the king now.
People just kept asking me to do stuff, and next thing I knew I was king.
People kept asking me to do important things, and I did them very lacklusterly, and then the people told other people that I did a good job, and now I'm the king.
Yeah, so you head to the historical whatever, and, you find the person who works there, probably one of the few people you actually don't know, that well in the castle, because, you know a lot of the, older guards, and obviously the Baron, and the captain of the guards, but, the libraries and the I think knights have a small education. It's not like your character's dumb, but he has like a considerable amount of time in the library.
It depends on if you're going by history, because in D&D you could make the argument that they're not very educated because the only educated people are mages.
Right.
But in history, knights were the most educated people because they were the only people that could afford school.
Makes sense. Well, I think I'll just go off of your intelligence rating of being like kind of because
Being like 3 higher than average, so I'm more educated than the guy whose hands I almost cut off.
yeah, you're more educated than him. You're more educated than the standard citizen, but you're also not the richest knight, and you're mainly a knight through being in the military. So
Exactly.
yeah, so you've had some time to read books, but it's not like you've had much of your career to read books. So you're educated-ish.
All
So
right.
you've probably seen the historians some, but like you barely know them. It's just like yeah, hey, there's that chick. She sure does exist.
Yeah, so I shall approach said chick and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I
Hmm.
require your assistance."
The historian nods and she's like, ah yes, Sir Sir Hart, what can I assist you with?
I require all information that can be found on one Jason Fodell. I need to know if he owns any property in the barony, any prior arrests, served time, if he's escaped from prison, any marriage records, anything like that. Business
Hmm.
records, anything you can find will be useful.
Son Fodell. I believe I've heard the name before, but it was a while ago. Give me a bit to search. I'm sure I can find something. So yeah, she proceeds to start looking through the records
Okay.
of
Uh, while she's looking through, I'm gonna explore around and see if there's any books just like that interest me. Like any
um
books you think my character would see that he might be interested in.
let's see. Um your character glances around and there's there's not really I don't know. There's I'm trying to think what kind of books your character would actually be interested in. There's nothing really relevant to this, but I mean, there's probably some books about like the history and the castle and some books about like the king and kings of the past and whatnot. But yeah.
I'll grab. I want 2 books. I want to find a. I want to get the book that's like the history of the kingdom,
Mm,
and then I want to get the kings of the past book as well.
all right. Yeah. There's an. It's, they're pretty. They're generally pretty standard titles. So there's one that's like pretty much just called like the history of the kingdom volume one. Uh,
I'm gonna nab
uh,
that one.
yeah, and then the other one is like I don't know. It's titled something like Great Kings and How the Kingdom, and how they formed this fair kingdom or something like that. And yeah, you grab that and yeah, so you grab, and by the time you find the books you want and stuff, surprisingly the historian lady has come back and she's like, ah yes, Jason Fodell. I thought the name sounded interesting, though. I thought I remembered the name, though. It would appear that it's not one name that I remembered. There's looking through my records, it appears there was a property a bit outside of the barony that was bought a good while ago. And by and it was apparently bought in a joint deed, and one of the first names was Jason, and the other's last name was Fodell. And I should actually come up with some random first and last names for the others. Oops. I always like, I come up with a few names and then I realize that I need more names, like, constantly. That's something I have a bad tendency to do as the DM.
So, I'm thinking about what that would imply, and I have two theories. Either one, only Mr. Jason Fodell bought it and didn't want Jason Fodell on the thing, and he's so dumb that he could only come up with two names, a first and a last. So he split them between Jason Fodell, or Jason Fodell is a pseudonym and it's not one person.
Hmm.
And that just they just used the first name Jason and the last name Fodell just randomly as a thing amongst maybe a group of bandits, that like a council maybe that plays itself as one guy, but it's actually a group of people. Who knows? It could be anything at this point.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'll cut all their hands off if I have to.
Sounds reasonable. Let's see. Okay, names, where does names happen? I sort of have, I feel it's that I don't usually have this, many different things open, even for this, because, I have a few extra open things open for this stream, so, let's see. Okay, one of the names is Charles Fodell, and the other name is, let's see, if I can find this. But anyways, yeah. So was there anything else you wanted to ask her about while I'm doing this thing?
Can I borrow these books?
Oh yeah, she was like, oh, of course, Sir Hart, you can borrow you're a knight. You can of course borrow as many books as you wish from our fine library.
Cool. I'm gonna take these.
She nods and you're a knight, so I don't even think she has to check you out or anything. She's just like, well, obviously you're a knight. You're probably going to return them.
And if I don't, once I'm rich, I'll pay for them.
Yeah.
In the event like a dragon burns them or something.
Right.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll bring the scorched husks of the books back, and she can put them on display or something. Be like, these books were burned with the great knight Elaine Hart slew a dragon. Ooh, don't ask why he had his books out at the time.
Indeed.
The dragon was afraid of knowledge. Ooh.
That's that's a pretty legit story. But who's the one? Okay. So yes, the two names are Charles Fodell and Jason Bursk.
Just on what?
Bursk. I'll link that to you. Because it's an odd last name, kind of. But I thought it was fitting. I don't really know why.
Fair.
Yeah, I'll actually link you all of them, just so in case you want to mix and match them for the lulz. I don't know.
For the lulz.
Yeah, in fact, I'll go ahead and see if I can link the three names, and if I can't, yeah, I don't think I can. Okay, can you go ahead and link those three names to chat, just in case anyone wants them?
Sure. There you go.
Cool.
I didn't capitalize the second Jason. I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm not overly worried about it.
Alright. Okay. So, how far out of town is this place? Do I recognize the house that she mentioned? Like, have I seen it before?
No, you don't recognize the, house. It's actually a house that you know, you're kind of surprised it's on record at all because according to the location she gave you, it's kind of it's kind of a bit off from the normal barony area. It's kind of like in the it's a bit in it's a little bit into the forest, not like super deep, but you know.
All right. Uh, I will bid Miss Librarian Lady adieu. Thank her very
Uh,
much for her help.
what do you got about the librarian, Cup?
Yeah, sure. Using books on librarians' faces and shit. She can read just fine. I don't have to show the book to her and put it onto her face. She can read. She's got hands.
Exactly.
Yeah, Green Suit's got his stream working again, and he missed like the whole thing.
It's just,
Get
we
wrecked.
missed a lot. Well, let's see. I need to go ahead and, grab water and stuff, which usually takes me forever and stuff anyways, so, if you want, you can go ahead and chronicle what Green Suit missed, and now you can keep people entertained if you want, I guess.
Yay! I can do that. I do that for a living. Not really.
I'm gonna say that surprised me, but, you know. I'd obviously like to do that for a living. Regardless of that fact, I will be right back.
Go get your dumb hydration.
Alright.
So, Green Suit, basically what you missed was, I don't remember where you left, but I found a secret passage. I went through the secret passage, stepped over a tripwire, found, like, a door, kicked the door down, found a guy in there, police brutality him a little bit, found out he worked for someone named Jason Vodell, made him go back to Doyle. You remember Doyle, he's a boss. Then I went back, eventually, after forgetting my lantern and going back for it. Arrested the dude, put him in dungeon, told the Baron I fixed everything. Baron's gonna seal the thing, cool. Now I'm on a new mission to find this Jason Fodell guy. I went to the library, found out that he owns a house or some shit. And now I'm gonna go burn his house down, basically. Well, I mean, it might not be his. It might actually be. It might actually have nothing to do with him, but it's apparently owned by Jason Bursk and Charles Fodell, which is suspicious. So I'm going to go over there, catch it on fire, and anyone who runs out, I'm going to cut their hands off. Or arrest. It depends on the situation. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. No dragon. No dragons, so. It's unfortunate. Could have been more dragons. I'm just glad there's no fucking kobolds. I hate kobolds. If Jason Fordell is a kobold, I'm probably going to flay him. And, like, make him into a flag. And then I'm probably going to beat a kobold with the flag. Because kobolds are fucking horrible people. And they should feel bad. And I hope they do after I kill them. I hope they feel bad while I'm killing them, actually. So, it turns out everyone was wrong. Not only was it not magic, it wasn't even an inside job. It was some random guy with a British accent hiding in a tunnel, stealing gold. Good job, guys, with your failed explanations, your failed guesses. Get better at investigating. I knew it was him all along, personally. It was obvious it was him. The moment I heard about the crime, I knew it was that guy. That guy whose name I don't know because I never asked. Cup, you had bagel bites for dinner? That's ridiculous. I want bagel bites. I think we're having like beef stew or something. Why two? Was Super Rainbow Dash fan taken? Steve, the phone call guy. Good job. I'm pretty sure all you missed, Steve, was the library sequence. I guarantee it wasn't that interesting. Oh, Green. I also forgot Green Suit that I have. I got 2 books from the library, like a boss. I'm probably gonna beat someone with them at some point, or throw them at somebody. I think one was on history or something. The other one was something about something else. I don't remember, but I got them, and I'm probably gonna read them at some point, and then I'm gonna throw them at somebody, and it'll probably knock them out because I have 19 strength, and I am OP. Yeah, knights read books. Knights read books all the time. They have to read books on how to stab people and be fancy about it. Because as a knight, you can't just stab someone. You've got to, like, fancy stab them. You've got to, like, dance while you're doing it. Cup, I may carve one out into a boomerang and then have a boomerang book. Now that you mention it. I think that might be worth it. I do have a sword. I can probably carve it. So I think I'll carve the history one into a boomerang and then use it. Have a big, massive paper boomerang. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I mean, wood, paper is the same thing, right? So it's, you know. No, I don't think Australia exists in D&D. It's amazing how long it takes Green to get a bottle of water. You'd think he could just go and get it, but his house is so big, he actually has to take an elevator, in case you guys didn't know. He has to literally, not joking, take an elevator down to the bottom floor where the kitchen is, just so we can get a bottle of water. And he's gonna take it all the way back up. It's like every time he goes AFK to get a bottle of water, he's flaunting his wealth in front of us. I need to rearrange the books on my bookshelf now that we're talking about books. They're all over the place. I can't be asked. I'm too lazy. I know, right? Green suit. Jeez, why's he gotta go AFK for so long? Hey, whoa, what's up? Hi. Hey, what's up? Sorry, did you say something? Let's see. What'd you say? Let me scroll up. I don't have a very like large chat window, so I gotta scroll up. I'm having beef stew. Is that a good story? Good story. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll read it. Is she hung with the knives? Like, has she been stabbed in the leg so hard it went into the wall and that's how she's hung? Or are there knives below her or something? Because if it's the first one, well, both of them are pretty fucked up. With the first one, slightly more fucked up. You horrible, horrible person. I'm fine, Green Suit. How are you? Let's play a game, bitches. Let's play. Um, what's a chat game we can play? Someone think of something. I don't have any good ones. I bet. I bet we can play roll the dice. It's like spin the bottle, but with dice. Let's go for it. I'm gonna number everybody. 3. All right. And that one doesn't work because that's too high of a number. We don't have that many people. God damn it. All right. Here we go. I have performed roll the dice, and it has been determined that 1, 2, 3, Deve and Green Suit must make out for at least 7 minutes. Go. Begin. Wow. Wow, look at Green. Wow, you guys suck. Wow. Wow. That's against the rules. You gotta do it. Jeez. Racists? Never encountered people this racist. Up, green. Green suit. Ban Dave. He broke the rules. Then ban yourself because you broke them too. Rule breakers. I I just unmuted the stream. It's like literally like a 40-second delay. Like, no joke. That is redonkulous. I think I heard it. Okay, he's come back, guys. Don't tell about the things that we've been doing here. About the things that have been happening. Don't tell. I don't think it was his door. I don't think he's back. Oh no! What the? Nope. Did I hear it? Something? I might not have actually. Might not actually have heard anything. That might actually have been my door. I don't want to make out with her though. Ah, we should have played that game that we did in a Super stream where we like take turns and come up with a story. That would have been awesome. But now there's no time. Fuck it, let's try it. Who's up for it? Say I in chat if you're up for the one line per person story game. You people remember it. I know at least 2 of you were there for it. Maybe even 3. Probably not more than 3. Firsty. I'm so thirsty. Night Striker, you go first. I rolled. Begin your story. I need to remember that there's like a 40-second delay, and I should probably just type things like that instead of waiting. How can it be so hot and also be raining? Louisiana, why you break the law? Your mom varies from person to person, okay? All right? Her delay varies. All right, next person down the chat list goes after Night Strike. I'm like checking things now, so I don't got time to look at the chat list to determine who's next. Determine it amongst yourselves. All right, done. Okay. Yes, it is Super Rainbow Dash Fantasy 2. You go next. 1 line. 1 sentence tops. I'm gonna have the best line of the story. It's gonna be the greatest line ever. I swear, I have heard Green's door open like 13 times. Like, I think he comes in here, looks at the chat, listens in for a bit, and goes, "No, I'm gonna keep waiting." Oh, okay, don't. Yeah. Don't move. His vision space. Don't move, man. Don't move. I think it's safe. I'm gonna go check and see if he's still out there.
I'm back.
Oh God, he found me! Run, everybody, run!
Indeed.
What's up?
I can't believe I'm finally back. Sorry about that. People, like, got home sooner than I expected, and they wanted me to, like, help bring in stuff. And I was like, okay.
Also known as your elevator broke down, right?
I don't believe we have an elevator. No, I mean, it's a 2-story house, but it's not like that. We need, like, an
2.
elevator.
By 2, do you mean 20?
What?
By 2-story, do you mean 20-story?
No, jeez. Why would you...
We all know the truth about your being richness, okay? We know that you live in like a 13 million story house and have an elevator.
Yeah, I wish I was rich. I was rich, I'd go, like, traveling the world and, like, stuff.
Riding elevators and shit.
Riding elevators. They're just attached to elephants for no reason.
Elephant elevators?
Elephant elevators, yeah.
Alright, well, we started towards the end of that, the 1 line per person story game, and we got Once Upon a Time There Was a Farmer. So, that was a pretty good story, guys. Good job on that. Yep. Alright, I think that's it's gonna win an Emmy. I don't think I don't think stories win Emmys, but
yeah, well, that's fine. They probably should. I think that I think that I don't even know what I think.
hey, Night Strike. Hey, don't be mean. Don't insult Green Bean's richness. Just because he doesn't have $13 billion doesn't mean the other 12 don't count.
Jeez. Well, anyways, so yeah, I think you were doing a thing, but I forget what it was.
I was leaving the place, the library.
Right. You're leaving the library.
Yes, I'm going to go back to my house. How far away is the place that I found out about? Like, how long walking? How long? All that stuff.
It's not an incredibly long journey. I'd say, like, it is a long journey, like, but it's not, I'm gonna say it's probably an hour out of town.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna, pack up some food and some water, but in that case, I'm just gonna, make sure I have 1 water skin in my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what am I bringing with me? I'm going there now. Okay, I got my backpack. I'm gonna pack my bedroll, my blanket in there, just in the event something happens.
Right.
Unpack my candles. I probably won't need those. Keep my grappling hook. Unpack my paper and ink. Unpack all my food. Don't need that. Keep my rope and my grappling hook. Yeah. Unpack my bars of soap. I won't need those. Keep the lantern. Keep the flask of oil. That's it. There we go.
Okay.
And then I shall begin my journey to investigate this place.
Yes.
I will strap my pike to my back, though. I'm bringing my pike with me this time.
Right, your pike, yeah. Okay, that sounds legit.
Not the
bring along
fish.
a pike. Huh?
Not the fish.
Yeah.
There's a kind of fish called pike.
I forgot there's a type of fish called pike, but yeah. I assume you're not gonna go stabbing people with fish.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd like
Yeah.
that.
That would be pretty cool. But regardless, yes, you set off on a journey through the woods, which, like, I've been really underutilizing this thing, but I really can't think of how to, like, draw, like, things. I could be like, hey, look, it's a tree. It's trees. It's some drunken trees, apparently.
Wow. Deve the free game guy. Look at that.
Oh, what's going on aside from me drawing trees? Okay. There's a
Deve gave
game.
everybody a free game.
Oh. Okay.
Free game.
Alright then.
What a nice guy.
Yep.
So trees are cool. I'm happy about that. I like trees.
Yeah.
The one in the middle
Trees.
looks like a fist.
Yeah, it kind of does. Well, I've drawn more awkward things, so that's fine. It can be a fist.
Let's see. All right. So there's trees. Anything else?
Um, let's see. Well, there's trees for a good while as you explore outwards, but you know where you're going, so you know it takes a while, and you occasionally hear the you know, little chirping and whatnot, but you know. Once again, you're close to home. You kind of have the home advantage. You know these woods, and honestly, you're as far as you know, they're not very dangerous. But then Cthulhu will no, Cthulhu wolves don't happen.
I'm gonna stab him with a fish.
I'm pretty sure that's how you beat Cthulhu wolves. But
Oh, you said Cthulhu wolves. That's intense. I'm not. I just run from that shit. I'm not interested.
that is what I said. Yeah. But I'd certainly understand that. But no, Cthulhu wolves don't happen, and unfortunately, no, none of them are Fluttershy, and yeah, I don't know. So aside from that, the fact that none of these trees are Fluttershy, after a good bit of continuing onwards, you do find you know, you do find your location, which you can see why you haven't really seen it before, because it is very it's in a very heavily wooded area of the woods. There's like lots of trees in front of it that are all like that apparently all like combine into one geez, I'm not very good at art. Anyways, there's a bunch of trees, and then there's a, you know, cabin behind said trees. I don't know how to, I can't really multi-layer on MS Paint. But anyways.
Watch the stream as it goes. Loving your artist rendition of trees. So, I will... What time of day is it? 1, 2 p.m. around there?
Let's see, so take an hour. So yeah, I'd say around, like, yeah, around, like, 1:30-ish. So yeah, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, it's pretty accurate, like, around the about thing.
Alright. I love how Super Rainbow Dash has posted that story, like, not joking, like 8 times. Okay, maybe a bit joking, more like 4, but still.
Oh. Yeah, if he's sparing, like, you know, feel free to give people, like, warnings and stuff, Green Suit. I didn't know he was, like, but, you know.
Because Green doesn't pay attention to you guys like I do.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't here for a bit, and also, you know, I guess I don't.
Because you're racist.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to approach the house thing. Sword drawn.
Okay. Yeah, the house thing. I don't even know how accurate this is to the house, but, you know, there's kind of the house. Sort of.
It may be bigger, smaller, taller, wider, or thinner than this.
So, let's see. Yeah. So, there's the house, and you said you're approaching it, yeah?
Yes, I approach the house. Sword drawn.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you approach said
Actually,
house,
sword not drawn. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to act like I'm so boss, I don't need to draw my sword.
legit. Well, anyways, you approach said house, and as you approach the house, you hear that there are a couple of people arguing.
Put my ear to the door.
All
Can I
right.
hear what they're arguing about?
Yeah, if you put your ear to the door, let's see. If you put your ear to the door, you can indeed hear what they're talking about. So, hmm. Let's. Sorry, I'm trying to words here. I'm trying to remember exactly what I had words wise. Okay, so yeah, they're the the one person you can use is kind of as you start listening, the one person was talking is kind of cut off, and the other guys like no, all right, fuck, I'm trying to. I'm actually bad at starting a logical point for these kind of things, but no. So yeah, you kind of hear one person being like, um, but God damn it. Okay, give me a second.
It's
I don't
fine.
know.
Write up the dialogue.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I agree with Cup. I think it looks like a helmet.
uh, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
I think my foot's asleep. Help.
Hmm.
Send rescue.
I think I can really help with that.
Call the Amber Police lamps.
Please, F's. Uh, but yeah. But anyways, so you kind of hear they're arguing. One of them's like, Charles, I think we should, I think we should stop. I'm pretty sure. I think if we continue at this rate, someone's going to get suspicious. Well, and then the other one was kind of cut off, and he was like, and the other guy's kind of like, Jasad, I could care less about this suspicion. Bah.
Okay,
Let's
how
see.
flimsy does the door look?
Door, it looks like a pretty sturdy wooden door. It's
Oh,
sturdy
pretty
for a
sturdy,
wood
as in I
door.
can't kick it down.
Oh, as in you need a like somewhat decent, but it's still wood, so it's not like impossible to kick down or something. But you'd want a decent roll to kick it.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take out my pike,
Yeah.
and would you say I couldn't throw my pike as a weapon?
I'm pretty sure you can throw your pike as a weapon. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to draw my pike, and I'm going to kick the door down. Obviously,
Okay.
for that I roll a. God, I fucking hate these new dice. You can't read the numbers. It's an. It's a 14. Okay. I couldn't see if that was a 1 or not, but it is a 1. I rolled a 14.
Okay. Well, the
Plus
14
whatever bonuses.
Yeah, plus your strength bonus. So I mean, yeah, you managed to kick down the door with a hefty, mighty kick right in the door's face.
Yep. At that point, I'm going. Do I see the two guys?
Yeah, yeah. You see the two guys who now that you've seen them, both of them look suspiciously like the same person. They
Of
look
course they
really
do.
similar. Yeah.
Well, that throws the next question I was about to ask out the window, which is, can I tell which one said they didn't care about the suspicion?
uh,
Do I know which side it came from, so I have some kind of general idea of which one was like, I don't care about the suspicion?
let's see. Yeah, I'd say they're positioned in such a way that you could at least like voice wise you could kind of tell them apart. So the one the one to the left said he didn't care about said suspicion. Oh, also they are both wearing the leather armor. Oh, because leather armor's thing. Actually, I guess technically. Now I'm trying to think. Would they be? I guess they wouldn't be wearing armor, would they? That's something. That's just I need to get used to. The assumption that everyone isn't just wearing leather armor, like wearing armor all the time.
Yeah, the assumption that if you get, if the drop has gotten on you, unless you specifically said it, you're not wearing your armor.
Right. Right.
So it's
So
up to you whether they would have, like, if they're about to go out, they might wear their armor. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm going to say they don't have their armor, but they do have like their weapons on them.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn to the person that said he wasn't he didn't care about the suspicion. And what was the word exactly? I don't care about the suspicion.
Yeah, it was pretty much it was something dumb like that. Like I don't care about it. It's just yeah, people things whatever.
All right, so I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, "Time to start caring," and then I'm going to throw my pike at him.
Ah, jeez, that is pretty intense.
You want me to roll that?
Yeah, yeah.
I shall roar it,
Alright.
and I roar. Fuck this
So,
dice. I'm going to use the other dice because I can't read these. I
alright,
roll an 18.
nice. That's obviously a hit. Also for those unaware, so I already explained that basically in TFT you use d20s for just about everything. So in combat you roll a d20 to determine hit. So the base AC, since these guys don't have armor, is 10 plus their dexterity bonus, which would mean wow. The average these bandits actually have pretty good dexterity, so they still have like a good bonus, but still their ACs are only 14. So yeah. So as long as TJ gets above 14, he hits, and then he rolls damage dice to determine
Um,
how much he kills them.
I'm going to roll the damage for the thrown spear, which is 1d6, rather than for the pike itself, which is 1d8.
Right. I was actually gonna say, yeah, you wouldn't, I wasn't sure. I was thinking it was something like 1d6. Because I didn't think it was 1d4, but I was gonna mention that.
I rolled a 4.
Uh, let's see.
Do I get,
Um,
is there any damage bonus or something?
I was actually going to mention, I'm pretty sure, I should probably double check these rules on the D&D 5e, but I'm pretty sure damage roll with that kind of thing would still be strength. The only thing I don't like, okay, good, I still found equipment, just kind of off of luck, because I was like, one of the things I don't currently like about this thing is there's like no index yet on this. I'm not really sure why, so I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at chapter 5 for equipment. No, it's not a thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. For. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah. So for heavier thrown weapons like that, it counts in your strength bonus. Because I mean, you're throwing a spear. Your strength matters more than your dexterity. So
Okay.
yeah, you get +4 on damage.
8 damage,
Yeah,
which is almost enough to instantly knock me out.
yeah. So yeah, you throw a spear at the dude, the guy, um, which was on the Charles Fodell guy, and yeah, you hit him pretty square in, not quite the chest. I'm trying to think where you'd hit him. Like, you don't quite go through any vital organs, but it's kind of like above that, it's around the stomach area, just like off of hitting any vital organs.
So, so,
goes through them.
so basically, right at the bottom of his rib cage, basically.
Right.
Right in the center, so it misses all the lungs and shit. Maybe I hit his pancreas. I don't know. I think that might be located around there, but who cares about that?
Yeah, that's not relevant. People, you don't need that.
People get
Anyways,
that removed all the time, right?
yeah. So yeah,
That might be the appendix, but
maybe, perhaps, but yeah. So you throw said spear through him, and yeah, you miss all of his vital organs, but it
he's got a
impales
pike
him
in now.
He's got a pike in him now, impales him pretty hard, and yeah, with how stunned he is, it like just
I want to say how's that pike taste. I want to say how's that pike taste, but I think that might be in bad taste.
Perhaps.
We should restart the Skype call. There's a delay.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Hello. What?
Alright, so guy gets piped. Do I have enough time in this turn to draw my sword?
Let's see. You kick the door, which one? Then you threw. Okay. Yeah. You could throw the spear and then quickly draw your sword before the end of your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna turn to the other guy and be like, "Get down on the ground!"
Alright, yeah, I suppose you could, do that, all of that, because he's just, a dude just, like, kicked the door down, and, spears happened.
Oh, there is a surprise system in this game, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Which, so I guess if we're using that, that means they completely lost their turn.
Yeah, they did. That's
awesome.
That's...
See, I love this new system all about, like, basically having the group die horribly to kobolds. But it comes in handy when you know how to use it, such as by kicking down doors spears people. Yeah, so I will point my sword at whatever the other guy is. The Night Striker says I'm really quiet.
Oh, alright, I'll fix that. Your face needs to be turned up. Cup. Damn it. Fuck. Fix it. Okay, I've turned your voice up some.
Racism.
It's I don't know. People tell me turning up racist. Nah,
everyone calls racist with
exactly. Especially Sapir. Sapir's pretty racist.
Yeah, he is. I don't know why, but he is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alright. So yes. Like I was saying, I'm going to point sword at this other dude, tell him to get on the ground and whatnot. Give him a chance to surrender.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable. I'll let's see. Also, people tell me how that is volume wise.
Yeah, do I sound good now?
I might actually need to No, I think that's. I'll see. That might sound right, or I might have to turn you down some. But anyways, yeah, intimidation's happening a lot in this case. But
Very
yeah.
intimidating guy.
So we're intimidating all the dudes. But yeah. Um. So I'll go ahead. So yeah, I will. Let's say well, like the other ice person. I'm probably more surprised considering just the thing and considering his spears happen. So yeah, he's just like, you know, he's wide eyed and just kind of fucking, you know, gets he proceeds to get down, like, you know, on his knees or on the ground or whatever.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to the guy who is impaled on my pike.
Mm-hmm.
Cupdoodle says it's still not as loud as it was before, but he says it's better.
Okay, I'll probably turn up another little bit, but that's really weird. I don't know why it's randomly like quiet because on Skype I have you louder than I did before. Now by like a lot.
Check your XSplit settings or whatever you're using to stream. Your stream settings.
Stream settings.
It might have your volume, like your mic up, but it might have turned your system volume down.
Oh, I think that's what happened. Okay, let me turn you down again, and then do that and that. All right, try talking again.
DJ, the smart guy, figuring
Okay,
shit
yeah,
out.
that's I believe that's what happened because now all right, so everyone tell me DJ's like super loud or anything because I think I fixed it.
Too loud.
But
Alright.
okay, so
I'm
yeah,
gonna walk up to the impaled guy. I'm gonna put my foot on his chest. I'm gonna put my hand on my pike, and I'm gonna kick him off my pike, basically. And then I'm going to do that fancy thing where I flick the blood off the pike and put it back on my back. Put the sword at the guys, be like, "You're under arrest for banditry in
So
the name of Baron Alexander Greycastle."
yeah, this it is certainly interesting this early game compared to 4E because it's a lot more like the old system where, especially with the surprise, like you can have such the advantage with the surprise system. On that note, I'd normally with that I'd say that removing things from people when they're like almost dying isn't usually this plan. So you know, guy wasn't quite unconscious before. Now that you remove the spear, he is unconscious and bleeding on the floor.
Ah, well, yeah, shit happens. Then you
Yeah.
die.
Huh?
I said, shit happens, then you die.
Yeah, indeed. He's not dead yet, but you know he's not in the best condition.
I might try and make him not quite die.
All right, that's reasonable, but
But
yeah,
not yet. I'm going to turn to the other guy, announce that he is under arrest, and I'm going to demand that he, put forth any weapons you have hidden on your body or face the consequences.
oh, all right, yeah. He just like nods and turns. I don't know how you carefully take out one. Well, I guess you can hold it. I don't know. I don't know much about those weapons, but he takes out his weapon in a non-offensive way and like hands you his long sword.
All right, I'm gonna throw it basically to the other side of the room, maybe through a doorway into the other side of the house, and then I'm going to reach to the side of my backpack, take off the rope, and throw it at him and say, "Tie yourself up if you don't want your brother to die."
Okay.
And then I'm going to crouch down next to his brother.
Yeah, there's the guy nods and he's like and he's just like that'd be accurate, I suppose, and proceeds to tying yourself up sounds hard, but yeah, I assume it's not actually that hard, so he proceeds to
It doesn't even matter if he really succeeds as long as he tries.
yeah.
It's the thought that counts. I just need to I need to have something I can grab to gain leverage on him if he tries something stupid.
Right, right.
So as long as like there's any kind of loops around his wrist that I can just grab the rope and pull them taut, pull his wrist together, that's fine. And I'm going to attempt medical on this guy, because I'm lawful. I shouldn't have to kill a guy, and if I can save him and put him through trial, I guess I will. Nah, I'm already regretting making lawful character.
uh, it's kind of, I find it kind of amusing.
I rolled a 15 on my medical.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, you rolled a 15 on your medical, and, you managed to, huh?
I don't got any bonuses, unfortunately.
Yeah, you don't, but still, like, I mean, that was, honestly, real life, that was a lot worse than it was, like, game-wise. The guy would have still like, D&D is generally pretty forgiving. The guy would have taken a few turns to, like, bleed out, so he wasn't in that terrible condition, but obviously, if no medical anything happened, he wasn't in the best. Though obviously, without like proper medical attention, that wound could get like infected or whatnot. But whatever. With that 15, you use your medical knowledge and what's at hand to stitch him up so he doesn't like die from just bleeding everywhere.
All right. So I'm going to reach over to the other guy, and I'm going to inspect his hands to see if he tied himself up correctly. Did he?
Yeah, you check the other guy, and, he did manage to tie himself up properly.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the length of rope, and I'm gonna basically drag him to his brother. I'm gonna tie, with the same rope, tie him to his brother, and tie his brother's hands up, too.
Jeez, I'm not the best at this whole drawing thing.
Let's
see. It is probably fine.
Now you know how I felt whenever I was playing, when we were playing, what's it called? The XCOM game, basically.
Yeah.
And I live streamed it, and I had to draw everything.
Yeah, that's
and then Alex lost his hand and literally ruined the game for everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of what happened, I guess.
Is that a starfish?
No. Okay, I was trying to draw the guy, like, bleeding on the floor, but I realized I'm bad at drawing people. So I drew, like, a stick figure, and then, like, his hand and leg got misshapen, and I was like, I don't need to fix it. I realized I did need to fix it because it's terrible, and I'm just gonna get rid of that.
Okay. It's a good enough demonstration.
Yeah.
Yes, so, now that they're both tied together, I've realized that someone's gonna have to carry the unconscious guy. And it's not gonna be me, so I'm basically going to stand the not unconscious guy up, and I'm going to shove his brother into his hands and go, there you go, carry him. Have fun.
Man, this is pretty intense. Alright. But,
And,
yeah.
I guess I'm going to I'm going to tie them to a nearby table, and I'm going to look around the house. I've just realized that I should probably investigate the house.
Right. That's
oh shit, Saper's here.
Oh man, hey Saper. Hopefully I didn't, like, steal your thunder with the stream, because if you wanted to, if you wanted to do that said streaming thing, obviously, I mean, we're even pretty close to the end of this, but yeah, you go ahead and tie them up, and actually, that whole combat thing happened so quick that I didn't really get time to mention it. You probably didn't notice, but, the guy who's unconscious now, that's, like, tied to the table with the, conscious brother guy, happens to, have a rather interesting, sword on his side. Like his brother's long sword, which looked pretty, it was a sword. The sword he has on his side is a, blade that appears to, be made of some kind of strange, like, black steel.
Ooh, fancy. I'm gonna take that.
Alright. Let us see. I'm gonna. Ooh. uh, yeah, you, definitely. Okay, so you pick it up, and as soon as you do, you immediately feel that, something's wrong. There's a very ominous presence coming from the blade, though, being a mage, you can't really say what it is, but there's definitely something about this blade that isn't normal.
Throw it across the room.
Okay. That's pretty reasonable. You throw the blade across the room, it doesn't really do anything, it just lands on the floor with a clang.
I'm going to point my sword at the conscious guy and go, "What the fuck is that?"
uh, let's see. But yeah, that is DJ, and I didn't realize that DJ was, like, no one told me that you were too loud, but apparently that's a thing that happens. Let me just turn you down some.
Am I too loud?
Apparently. I don't know.
Ah,
But,
racist.
anyways, the other guy finally speaks up, and he's like, I'm not really sure. We found that blade, we, we found that blade
On a
in a
pedestal, in a
tunnel.
thing, in a tunnel, it go into the treasure room of the place, right?
He nods. He's like, yeah.
Of course you did. I'm gonna leave it on the other side of the room for now. I'm gonna explore the rest of the house.
Okay. Um, you proceed to, you proceed to look around the rest of the house. There's, let's see, there's nothing to, through most of the house, it's actually pretty, basic. There's some stuff. But, it doesn't take you long to find suspicious stuff. There's a, door leading into, the basement. I guess I'll start with that. There's, like, you check the setup of the house, and there's, like, a door leading to the basement. And there's also some, stairs leading to an upper level.
Wow.
And aside from that, the main floor doesn't really have much. It has, like, a dining room, which they're tied up to, and some basic stuff, I guess. Nothing really interesting.
I want to take a chair from the table or whatever and block the door to the basement so it can't be open. And then I'm gonna explore the upstairs.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you block the door to the basement, and then you, proceed to head upstairs. And, let's see. Upstairs, there appears to be, some bedrooms, though in one of the, rooms, you find what appear to be some mining supplies. Oh.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, like pickaxe, shovels, whatever.
I'm gonna flip those off. Say that back to them, they're under arrest too. Aiding and abetting.
That's, pretty reasonable. Let's see. You find, like, the, armor of the people, find they both had, like, a set of leather armor. Nothing really anything most special about that. There appears to be a long sword that probably belonged to the guy before he found the other sword. And, yeah. That's it for the upper floor, really.
Okay.
Unless you want, like, yeah.
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna. Nah, I'm gonna head back down and I'm gonna investigate the basement. Just turn on my lantern so I can see and everything.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, what? I decided to look at chat for a second and then I got distracted. Okay, so you're gonna head in the basement with your lantern.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. yeah, you head into the basement, and well, it doesn't take you long to see that most of the basement you don't barely like you barely need your lantern to see because you get a little ways into the basement, and it appears that most of the basement is you know filled with stolen stuff from the treasury. You can ah
Oh,
yeah.
racists. Great. I'm going to head back up,
Okay.
lock the door again,
Right.
mainly just to slow down anyone that maybe any bandits that come by, see everyone's gone, and try to open it or whatever. Um, and then I'm gonna take two guys. I'm gonna head back to town with them because
Okay.
I didn't bring my donkey, so I can't load its saddlebags up with money to bring back.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not gonna steal any. I'm lawful, so I'm not gonna steal.
Yeah, I know. You were just playing back to the king, but like, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be able to send people out to, retrieve it. But yeah, so you take the two guys with you, and
Oh, I'm gonna take the black sword with me, but I'm gonna like sheath it with the guy's sheath, and then I'm gonna just like strap the sheath to my. No, no, I'm not gonna strap it to me at all. I'm gonna strap it to the guy's back so he can't reach it.
all right, sounds reasonable. You sheath the weapon and strap it to the guy, and yeah, you proceed to head back to the town, and let's see. There's been some, due to the extreme intimidation. There's been surprising not that much combat, but that's fine.
That's how
Personally,
knights
I
go.
find role playing the fun part of D&D, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I did throw a pike into somebody, so there's that.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Um, but yeah, yeah. So you proceed to take the
Is it?
Okay. You can talk to me after the stream, yes, pair. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, we can do the thing. You take the guys back, and there's not really any incident on your way back to town. Yeah.
Cool.
So you're back. So you get back to the town.
First guard I see, I'm going to take the sword off the guy, hold it by the sheath, obviously, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to shove the two guys forward. Well, the guy and the unconscious guy that he's holding, like the first guard I see, I'm going to shove those two towards him and be like, "Hey, take this guy to the dungeon."
Yeah. So obviously the guard salutes you, and he's like, "I, Sir Hart," and
Yep. So I'm going to take the sword. Do I know of any like a mages guild in town or any kind of thing like that?
Hmm. Let's see. There's not really any mages in town now.
All right.
And
In that case, I'm just gonna I can head out of town to find mages after, but I first things first, I need to go to the king and tell him where the gold is, so that no bandits, go to report in or something and take it all. So
right.
go to the Baron, not the king, the Baron. I'm gonna be like, "Yes, sir, Baron. Here's the location of your stuff. Blah 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 blah. I got shit to do. Bye." Um, not really that fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna report to him, explain to him what happened, explain where the location of the place is, how far out of town it is, how the gold's in the basement, door's locked. Spares a scrub, and I could kick his ass any day. And yeah, see if he needs anything else from me, the Baron guy.
Let's see. Um. Yeah. So you explain everything, and the Baron's like, "Fantastic, great job, Sir Hart." Let's see. He's like, "Oh yes, we have explored that Did you tell him about this sword?"
Oh. I'll mention it. I'll show it to him. Be like, hey, there's a sword here.
Okay.
Oh
Uh,
no, I won't because
y-
I want to know what it is. Well, he's my king. It's his sword. I know where it came from. So yeah, I'll tell him about it. If I was
okay.
neutral, I'd take that as a mage and find out what it is.
Right, right. That's reasonable. That's mainly why I was asking, because he was gonna bring it up either way, because by now he's had time to at least have people like take a look at the place, so they knew something was supposed to be there. So yeah, he you tell him about the sword, and he's like, that is quite interesting, especially for something like down there. Have you noticed anything special about the sword?
It's magic. I'm pretty sure it's possessed by something, and I don't like it.
He kind of searches like um is like, yes, I assume that you probably don't know of any mages in town, so if I may send you on another errand, Sir Hart.
Sure, why not?
uh, so
I got the rest of the day to kill.
so yeah, he well, you probably yeah, you probably generally know the area, but he's yeah, he generally he kind of has a map in his area, whatever. So he'll kind of show you a map, but he'll be like anyways, so yes, in this general area to the north, there's an old friend of mine, an old an old an old friend of mine, an elven wizard who happened to be.
Oh.
Ah,
All right, Elven Wizard.
yeah, yeah. So elven wizard, and yes, he's an old friend of mine, and yes, he should very easily be able to help you discern the magical properties of the weapon. Um, it will take a couple of days travel, Sir Hart, so it might be a bit out of your way, but I would certainly appreciate the errand. Yeah. Who knows what kind of potential or evil a sword like that could hold. I haven't even an idea how long that chamber has been there, but I was gonna say probably as long as the castle lasted, but I think I kind of already implied that. So yeah. Well, I guess he basically says that anyways. You know.
All right. Um, I'm going to ask Sir Dude Bro if I might borrow a royal horse to speed up the process.
Oh yeah,
I don't think my donkey's gonna
get you
gonna
there
do
any
much good here.
faster. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. He nods and he's like, "Ah, yes. I suppose you haven't really yes, we can provide you a horse for your errands." So yeah, he's like, go talk to the stable master, and he like writes you a quick letter, and he's like, and give him this, and he will give you a fine horse.
Yes. I'll do that then. Salute, Dude Bro. Go to stable master, hand the letter. Be like, I require a horse.
Right. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you salute the dude and head over to the stable master, um, and yeah, after after I wake up a little bit,
Huh?
uh, nothing. I'm being tired again.
Okay, wrecked.
Yeah,
It's only 4 p.m. Green.
I know. I'm actually getting a little concerned about it, but I didn't sleep that well, like. So I'll say it's probably fine. But yeah, I don't know why everyone's so concerned with the bans. Um,
What? Was someone banned?
yeah, I I apparently someone was banned a while ago. That I banned for. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they wouldn't like it's 4 p.m. I'm not gonna go to bed. Like they were like they wouldn't stop role playing in chat, so I banned them because I was like, I gave them a bunch of warnings. I was like, yeah, just I was like, yeah, fuck off.
And now all we're doing is role playing.
Yeah, exactly.
The irony.
It is a little ironic when you think about it. Yeah.
Night. The problem isn't that he can't sleep. The problem is that he sleeps too much.
Is it like the? I don't know.
Do you have like insomnia or something?
No, I mean, I, I don't generally. I just like, at least I hope I don't suddenly have insomnia. But like the past few nights, I haven't like actually. A while ago I was sleeping fine, but like last night I just randomly like woke up early with. I think one of the issues is just that my room's hot. Even with my new fan, like my room is. As soon as daytime happens, I like pretty much almost immediately wake up with a headache from dehydration.
Sapir, I think the real problem is that he interacts with the German guy too much. So, there's that. I think you infected him with your German, and his body's rejecting it.
Anyways, uh, Sapir, I have to say, I mean, we'll discuss it after the thing, but, I think you shouldn't just unban people like that. That I banned. I know, seriously. But, I mean, whatever. I was probably going to unban him anyways, because I didn't, mean to permanently ban him. I just don't know how to, temporarily ban people on this, on Twitch.
The way you do it is you get good.
That's probably how you do it. Because, normally, unless people are obviously being, an issue, I'd rather just ban them, for a couple of days and just be like, yeah, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick in a couple of days, and I won't, permanently ban you.
Alright, so, I got a horse, right?
Yeah, you go to the dude, and you give him the thing, and, he brings out one of the, fancier horses that, it's not like a war horse or anything. It's obviously it's not like armor or whatnot, but it's a rather healthy looking white horse, and yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna load up. Does it come with saddles?
It has a saddle.
All right. I'm gonna load up the I'm gonna detach the bags from my donkey saddle and then reattach them to this horse. Basically just shove my backpack in one saddle and then shove a bunch of food in the other. And then I'm going to, how many days out is it? 1 or 2? You said?
I said it was 2, but that's the assumption that I was kind of. My mind's assumption was you didn't have a horse. I didn't really think that through. So I'm going to say with a horse, it's more it's either going to be, let's see, if it'd take you 2 without a horse, it'd probably be what, half a day's travel with a horse, or would it be a day's travel?
Okay, well, what we can do is we can go to the travel menu. Does the travel menu exist?
Oh, they have a travel. Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's
it describes, distances and things like that. Yeah, travel pace. Here we go.
So what page is that on?
Page 64. Let's see. A normal travel pace would be 24 miles a day, and a fast travel pace would be 30. So I'd probably be traveling fast because I'm on a horse. So
yeah,
I'd cover 6 more miles a day, basically.
Jeez, that is a lot times faster. That's for sure. So yeah, I'll just say it takes you
1.6 days. So a day and a half with a horse.
Right.
I did the mathematicals.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Then
Yep.
Then yeah. Onwards.
Yay. Yeah. So, anything happened in the 1.6 days that I traveled?
Let's see. Um.
Obviously, camping at
Yeah.
night,
Right.
first
Right.
day,
All
my
that
bed.
stuff. Oh. Okay. It's that's interesting on all of that temporary banning and whatnot. But anyways, the stream's been going for a bit, hasn't it? Oh, not as long as I thought. All right, probably then. Like, unfortunately, like I mentioned, I'm getting tired. Like, we're it's still not really the best point to leave off, so I should at least go ahead and get through this. And then I guess after you talk to the guy, would probably be a good time to end the thing.
Ooh. Let's go for that
Uh,
then.
yeah. Okay, sounds good. So, on your way through the, on your way onwards, yeah. I should actually bring up the dice roller again. Not that I really need to roll dice for this, but, you know, I can. Alright, so, yes, you you travel on your, horse onwards through the woods, and, jeez, I'm having trouble, I'm having trouble having my brain work right here. Alright. And
Hobgoblins.
and you suddenly see a bunch of were-rats. No, let's see.
Cthulhu were-rats. Were-Cthulhus.
Yep.
Oh god, that would be horrible.
That would indeed be like, that'd be pretty amazing. But, I will say on your way to the place, you, yeah, as you're traveling, you hear, like, you hear some, well, no, you're on a horse. You're on a decent pace, but you're still, like, so as you're traveling, you hear some, like, the rustling in the woods, in a bush, I guess.
Kill the bush? I'm gonna keep going. But
Okay.
I'll slow down and observe the bush. Slow to like a slow trot, basically, like a slow walk.
Right.
And just like look over at the bush and be like, what the fuck is rushing on in that bush?
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, you slow down and examine the bush for a bit, and all of a sudden, a rather surprising thing happens, and you see a rather thin, inhuman, fuzzy leg step.
It's a kobold!
So it's pretty inhuman now. And before long, you see further of the creature crawl out of the bush, and it is a giant spider.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I've got an idea.
All right.
I'm gonna kick my horse into a gallop. and fuck off.
I suppose that is an idea.
And
Yeah.
then, once I'm a good like 10 seconds away and I've drawn my pike, I'm going to stop my horse, turn around, and do the same thing and gallop towards the spider. Pike down like a lance.
Oh, I see.
About to couch lance this big ass motherfucker.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so you take off into a gallop, which seems to surprise the spider a bit, and then you turn around with your pike as you claimed, and roll your things.
Awesome. This is gonna be badass, guys. Wait for this. I rolled the wrong dice. I can't read that one. I rolled a 14. Why are you so quiet?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You said you rolled a 13?
14.
14. Okay, that's with or without your bonuses.
Oh, without. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
What my
Well, then, yeah, with your bonuses, that's a sure hit.
Woo!
Actually, I think even without your bonuses, that'd probably be a hit. But, yeah, it's a sure hit.
Oh yeah, roll a d8. Let's see. Bam. Rolled a 5.
A 5.
Suck it, spider.
Yeah. A 5 plus your strength bonus plus the momentum from being on the horse. I guess that's definitely a nice thing about having a freaking pike. Yeah, so you run the gruesome creature through, in the face, I guess. I don't
Spiders
know.
have faces?
They have heads. I guess they have the general like eye bits of the face.
Yeah, I guess they got eyes and a mouth in there. I guess that's kind of a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ the Impaler. It's a wonderful name. Yeah, so I just fucking impaled a spider on my pike. Did it die?
Yeah, it died.
I'll like drag my pike along the ground and like disintegrate its body against like, the road. In victory and triumph. Put my free hand and be like, yeah, fucking wreck this spider.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna scrape it off of my pike. Because that's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But it's pretty America, I guess. But, yeah.
I'm just ruining everything you throw at me. So far my plans have been kick the door down. If there's not a door, stab it with a pike.
I'd say that's a pretty fair plan.
I'm so glad I invested in that pike. It's working so great. Fucking throwing it at people and couch lancing spiders with it.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Okay, so
Go on my
yeah,
quest.
after that odd encounter, yes, onwards with your quest.
I can't wait until you get tired of me killing everything. And then, Spare, I have like 19 or 20 strength. My guy's like ridiculously buff. But I can't wait until like I'm asleep in my bed and then you make another giant spider attack me when I have no weapons. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna wrestle it to death. That's my plan 3, by the way, is wrestling things. No zombies to pin him down this time, but it'll still probably work. So, do I get to the guy without dying horribly?
Yeah, that was. But for now, tons of combat isn't happening. So yeah, you get to the guy without incident, and you get to the house, and it's I'll see if I can draw it, but I probably can't.
Time for another helmet T-shirt. America is what I see right
Well, that did
Is this
happen.
guy's is this guy's house America?
I didn't get to drawing his house yet, but I mean, I still can't draw very well. But that's that's the gist of it. Um,
I feel
huh.
great, Spare. I think that's awesome. I'm so happy. Wait, is his house a tree or does it have an afro?
Yeah, house is a tree.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I like trees.
Yeah, trees are cool.
I imagine as a kid I like tree houses. Maybe I'll bring that up and be like, are you a kid?
Oh, that'd be. I'm sure that'd be a great subject for like a mage. Are you a kid?
Are you a kid? Well, he is an elf. You can't tell with them. Like, they become adult shaped at like 17, but they don't consider themselves adults until they're like 170. So it's like, are you a kid? I can't tell.
That's fair, but being a mage, I'm going to assume he's not. But yeah, I'll definitely call fair on that. Okay, so yeah, you get to the house, and I don't think you really say anything you're gonna do yet. But yeah, that's the house.
Uh,
Is the tree. It's a
I'm
tree
going
with
to
door.
I'm going to strap my pike to the to the horse's saddle, so it just sticks
Mm,
upward, so it doesn't like stab anything if it freaks out. I don't want to bring it with me because I might like dig into his, doorway and shit.
right, right.
Uh, Not gonna have my sword out or anything. I'm just going to knock on his door very politely.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. That's nice. Yeah, you proceed to knock on the door, and before long you're greeted by a I don't know. I was going to say you're greeted by an elder looking elf, but how often did elves look old? So you were probably just greeted by an elf. He's probably one of the
Just
oldest looking elves seen, but he's still not very old.
yeah, I imagine that makes sense. Yeah. So does he say anything, or does he just open the door and look at me?
Yeah, oh yeah, he opens the door and looks at you, and he kind of hesitates all out, but and then he's like, "Well, it's been a while since I've had a visitor. What brings you here?"
Um, I'll salute and say, uh, I am here on an. I am. Fuck, I forgot my name. Elaine Hart. I am Sir Elaine Hart, erranding for his lordship, Sir Alexander Greycastle. He requires your assistance in finding out the magical natures of a sword that has recently been acquired in a raid on a bandit encampment. And then I'll like unstrap the sword from my back and I'll hand it to him.
He nods and he's like, "Yes, yes. Even just feeling through this feels special. Haven't heard from the good Lord. Yeah, words.
I've had-
I haven't heard from the good Alexander in a while. But yes, come in. This I can already feel there's quite something strange about this sword. I'm not surprised he'd want something like this appraised. So come in and sit down, and I'll get this to you in a second.
Okay, I'll take the time to go back to my horse and basically tie him to a low-hanging tree branch, and then I'll enter.
Right.
And yes, I shall take a seat at the first chair I see because that's what I was told to do, and I'm a good knight. I listen to orders.
Ah.
But I will look around and observe his house.
Yeah. His house is a lot more like his house is a lot more house-like on the inside than the outside, and there appears to be plenty of things for like alchemical potions, and he appears to have a decently extensive library of books that just kind of line the walls.